And we're live. Comfort is costly. Meet the ones who chose more. My name is Nandini, and I am a very, very proud digital business owner. If I can do this business, you can do this business. Yes, Patricia, you next. You can give a little bit more. I just did a quick one.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Patricia Peters. I was born in Guyana. I moved to the States 26 years ago. I'm a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, and a friend. And above all of that, I am a digital business entrepreneur. So, a little bit about me. I came to this country. When I first came, I started as a nanny in Manhattan. Then I moved upstate. I became a banker. I started as a teller, then a personal banker, then a relationship banker. COVID came, I changed my job description. I stayed home for a year, scared that I'm going to die. And then I venture out and I said, I want something less stressful than the banking world. So I went with my brother to work at a manufacturing company. 9 months after, I became a lead trainer and I was there for 4 years. And the last 5 months of my job there, I became a CI coordinator. But on March 25th, 900 of us got laid off.
Oh, God.
And I got the pink slip. So thank God I had this business a year ago. And that is my story, guys. There's more to come.
Thank you, Prudence. Prudence.
Thank you so much. Yes. So my name is Prudence, originally from Cameroon. I'm now based in the UK, but I've lived in some European countries, including Finland, before moving here. I'm a nurse by profession, but now a proud digital business owner for the last 3.5 years. Yes, we're going to be talking about a very, very interesting topic today. We all started from that point that we feel that it's really comfortable. Me, when I moved to the diaspora, I started at a very basic level, a job that maybe nobody wanted to do it. And at that level, I could say, okay, because I'm here in a job that nobody wants to do, distributing newspapers the whole quarters, morning, 7 to 9, 7 p.m. Maybe that kind of a job, as people do not want them, I should have been comfortable there. But that was not comfortable for me. And we are going to talk about a little bit more
Yes.
why comfort zone is not the best. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, Prudence. I was the same. I had lost everything, everything in my life. And I used to cry over there on this very armchair in front of where I'm sitting. But I was scared to do digital. So I would rather stay weeping in my comfort zone, actually having a really bad time, than choosing to do something that was going to get me something brilliant. But eventually I did see sense. So, Sophia, will you tell us your little beginning?
Yes. Hi, hi, hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you who are watching this. My name is Sophia Javier, and I am an ICU nurse by trade. I am a mom of two, wife to a nurse, and I am an immigrant from the Philippines. Have been living in the US for the last 20 years. And I started this business because I didn't want to miss any milestones of my kids. My kids are 1 and 3 years old. They're babies. And um and as an immigrant, being in our comfort zone is very costly to us. And I want to share what what is that it's doing to us if we don't take that leap of faith in our topic for today. Most immigrants that come to different countries work 2 to 3 jobs, mind you, and we're supposed to be providing for our family. We're supposed to be spending time with them, having the quality time that we have. And here in America, they call it American dream, and yet it's the opposite that we are doing. So staying in our comfort zone and what they have taught us to do when we became an adult is really, really expensive. So today we're going to be talking about that. And I hope you guys learned something new today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tina. Hi. Thank you so much for watching. Always love to have you here. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. I see my friends and I see what they're doing with their time, and they're lonely and they're always anxious, waiting for their kids to contact them, waiting for something to do, looking for their mahjong partners and their Sudoku mornings and their coffees with their friends. And I'm super busy. So I thank God every day that He's given me something where I'm helping others create a legacy for themselves and for
Mhm.
generations to come. So we're lucky to be doing a business like this, which is actually so service oriented. So,
Mhm.
Paramita, your story. Thanks.
Hi, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching us. So, this is Paramita. I am originally from India, currently living in UK. Actually, just relocated to UK 2 weeks back. So, still settling down. And I worked as teacher and art teacher, and I currently am a full-time digital entrepreneur. So, as an immigrant, I actually relocated different countries because of my husband's job. In my 20 years of my marriage, I lived in US, then India, Singapore, now in UK. So every time, when I relocate, it is a challenge to restart, because if you are an immigrant, you will be able to resonate with me. When you take a break and going back to work, it's not easy. First of all, finding a suitable job, and then when you are used to of staying with your kids and managing your home, and then again balancing back with job and home, it's not easy. So, like, getting out of a comfort zone is like it's necessary. As I agree with Sophia. For immigrant, we don't have choice. If we don't step out of comfort zone, I will be like, just now Nandini mentioned, I will be just sitting, doing nothing. And it is very, very scary nowadays to in depend on just one stream of income. It is very, very scary, because losing job can happen to anyone anytime. So that is why I stepped out of my comfort zone. That I will share later. So yes, that's my short introduction.
Thank you all. I am so excited about this business. I have Sophia from Texas. I have Paramita from the UK, Prudence from the UK, and Patricia in New York. We get to meet so many people, and it's all because of this business. And I think at my age, that's an amazing thing. I don't know the L of lonely, not the L of lonely or the D of depression. I don't have a single day go by when I'm not smiling and laughing and dancing most of my day and having a really good time because of this business. And like Paramita said, I worked hard from the time I was 16. But one day my savings finished, and that was it. But I was comforted in my comfort zone, which said online will definitely be an SCAM, PYRAMID, and all the other words that go with that. Are these REAL? Are they bots? Are they what? Just the normal stuff that people go through, when it comes to network marketing and online. But I broke through my comfort zone. And maybe God made me break through it by giving me nothing. From zero, I had a choice either this or nothing, because I went for jobs, I didn't get any. So, I really am grateful to God. And then recently, what God's been doing to me, and I always feel this, we have a little joke going on. Every day, I see articles where they talk about call your mom. Are your parents over 60? You need to be in touch with them. Do you know the highest death rate for parents are when their children are not in touch with them? Do you know the highest rate of depression is when you leave your parents alone? And I thought, God, why do you keep showing this to me? And then in my prayers, I kind of got an answer. I always believe I get these answers because I want you to be grateful for what I've given you.
Mhm.
And it's as simple as that. And all because I broke through my comfort zone. So thank you so much for listening. And Patricia, will you tell us your story?
Yes, guys, if wherever you're watching, I'm honored to be here with Sister Nandini today, and it's a pleasure to hang with these lovely ladies. And this is my story. I've told my story so many times. So this is my story for your audience. So I was comfortable. I was living a comfortable life. I was making good money. My husband was working. My kids are out of the house. They have good jobs, and everyone is excelling and doing well. But then one day, my daughter's car broke down in the middle of the road. That was quite scary. And the first news I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yes, mom, I'm okay." But we've come to find out that the car engine broke down and it cost me $5,000. Like any good parent, I dished that money out because she's your kid, right? She's my kid. And if I don't love my kid and help my kid or my children, who will? So I always treat my children to the best of my ability. So I helped her with that $5,000 to take care of her car because these kids go to college and they have loans and they have all these jobs and they're making money, but they have to pay all these loans. So they never have extra money, right? So I dished that money out, but I was lying uneasy one Sunday afternoon and my mind was all discombobulated, feeling that uneasiness. I felt like I got $5,000 poor, right? Even though I give my daughter that money. But then it dawned on me that, oh my goodness, what if I die tomorrow? What is going to become of my children? My parents are in their 80s. As a matter of fact, tomorrow my mom's going to be 80 and dad is 81. My parents are in their 80s and they can't help my children. They need help themselves. I have 4 brothers. They have their wives and their children to take care of. And I don't have a sister. So all the needs, the big needs, my kids come to me. And I said, what if I die? What is going to happen to them? And I feel stifled. But then it was a Sunday afternoon. I was scrolling through Facebook, normally looking at people's stuff, because I have so much leisure time. And my coach appeared and she was telling her story. She was doing an ad and telling her stories. She sponsored her parents. She moved her kids from ordinary school to private school. She moved from a tiny apartment to a sky-rise building. She's traveling the world. She went to Dubai and England and Japan and all these places and Paris and all these places. And she stepped out of her corporate world 19 months into her job, from her job to this business, and she's enjoying life. And then she mentioned this business leaves a legacy for your children and your grandchildren. Lo and behold, I watched it with my eyes open big. I was like, I've never seen an ad before like that. Never heard about this business. I jumped right at it, guys. I dove headfirst. I didn't do my diligence. I didn't Google it. I didn't find out anything because I was desperate. I needed something for my children. And because I was living in my comfort zone, I need to get uncomfortable, right? And lo and behold, I'm here today. I have my own show, Chat with Pat. And I'm doing this business. I went to the convention. I've met thousands of people. Sophia was one of them. We had a nice time together. And I just want to tell you what comfort can do to you. Comfort is costly, the silent killer of ambition. Here is the truth. Comfort feels good, but it costs you. In the world of digital business or any business you're engaged in, staying comfortable is the same as staying invincible. Let's break it down. The pros of being comfortable. To avoid risks. We all scared about the risk in life, right? For now, we don't want to take any risks. We're scared. To stay in familiar spaces. We like to be in our home. We like to be in our own surrounding. We are scared. These are the pros of being comfortable, right? You don't face criticism or fear of failure. You don't want anybody to tell you anything. You don't want to involve in any conversation because you're scared of criticism. And sometimes criticism is good if they're constructive, right? But those pros, they're trapped in disguise because here's what comfort also brings. The cons, aka the real price you pay, right, for being comfortable. Growth dies in comfort zone. When you don't grow, when you're comfortable, your growth dies, right? Opportunities slip through your fingers while you're thinking about it. I'm thinking today I'm going to start, tomorrow, maybe next week I'll start this business. Opportunities slip through your fingers. Your your competition passes you by, not because they're better than you, but because they're willing to move. You were staying stagnant. You were living in your comfort zone. You don't want to get up and go and get something better in life. So it passes you by. You sacrifice your goals for peace of mind. Some people don't even want to hear anything. They just want to have peace of mind, right? Every little news, every little thing bothers them. And regret trades places with momentum. So that's what you get, the cons and the pros of being comfortable. So let it be your anthem. Tell yourself this. I'm speaking this to me right now. This is my anthem, Patricia's anthem. I choose discomfort with purpose over comfort without progress. I
Great.
wasn't born to play it safe. I was born to build something bold. My digital business can thrive when I'm cozy. It grows when your voice shakes, like right now, your hands hustle, and your dreams demand sweat and guts.
Great.
Want to build a legacy? Get uncomfortable and stay there. Comfort is costly, guys. Stay cozy in that comfort zone. Cool. Just know it's robbing you. So that is my take on comfort.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. And Prudence, would you tell us your bit on comfort is costly and how you chose to go beyond it?
Absolutely. Comfort is costly. And for a lot of people who migrate from the diaspora to a strange country, they associate themselves with that majority of people who feel comfortable doing the same thing. So you come into a society, you see people, immigrants like yourself, they are all packed doing one thing, and you join them, you are there doing the same thing, feeling because it is comfortable. For me, like I started saying, when I came, I found jobs, those very less unskilled jobs, let me put it that way, which could be very comfortable. But I knew in the long run that was going to be costly to me. So what did I do? I went for the studies that brought me to the diaspora anyway, made sure that I completed my studies. Was it comfortable? It was not, but I had to push myself because I did not want to live with regret in the future. So I pushed myself, studied what was uncomfortable, got myself in a job that a lot of people admire. You all know that so many people, when they hear that you are a nurse in this diaspora, a specialist nurse, they think that you are comfortable. They think that you are well to do. But my brothers and sisters, I want to tell you that after my studies, I worked like a nurse doing two full-time jobs for over 10 years. That was okay if I were some people. If I were like a lot of people, like 90% of people think, I would think that that was comfortable. But that was going to cost me a lot in the future. What about my back going? What about my legs not being able to stand anymore? What about my mental health? What about the trauma I go every day, I go through every day in the work, in the ward? Is that going to be costly in the future? Absolutely. So for me, I needed to do something because I knew that even if people admire, even if I make that money, even if I feel like, okay, this is something that I'm so passionate about, but I didn't want it to be so costly for me in the future. And the reason is because even at the moment, you see a lot of people who are retired already, they still come to fight shift. That teaches me a lot. That teaches me that they wasted their lives. And now it is costing them because instead of resting with the time after retirement, they have to come and work more. in order to make ends meet. Because at the moment, what people get as pension is not taking them anywhere, guys. It's not taking them anywhere. So for me, it was really, really costly to stay there doing two full-time jobs as a nurse. So I decided to think out of the box, think like the 10% of people that are comfortable, are actually comfortable in this world. So I started my digital business because I knew that it is something that is really it's not going to cost me anything in the long run, because it has this ripple effect. As you build your business, as the years go by, you can only progress in the business. You can never retrogress. So that is what having a business on the side can give to you. That is the kind of way people should think. We all know that every single successful person in this world that success started with a little decision, that little decision to try. Just try something new. Just try something you've never done before, you know? And if you don't try something, if you remain comfortable, you don't want to try anything new, there's no way change comes to people who look for it. There's no way change is ever going to come to you if you don't look for it, if you don't go for it. So, ladies, gentlemen, go for your dreams. You're worth it. Thank you.
Thank you, Prudence. And hi, Nandini. Thank you for watching. And hi, Uma. Thank you for watching. And absolutely, change comes to people who are looking for change. It has to be intentional. And I'll never forget what Pat says for the rest of my life. Growth dies because of comfort. Guys, remember that. Don't let your growth get stifled and don't let it die. These are important things. Don't sit in your comfort zone. When you're ready to move, comfort, that's when growth will start looking out for you. So, Sophia, would you share your story next?
Yes, definitely. So, my husband and I are both nurses. We're both ICU nurses, living great life. Nursing can provide you good life just by itself. And then we had kids.
I'm
Our whole life changed.
going to tell them.
Priorities is not just us too. Now we have two little ones that we have to take care of. And those two little ones rely on us. We don't have any family around. I don't trust anybody taking care of my children besides us. It's hard to trust people you don't know, right? To take care of your precious gifts. So we were no different like any other parents. We were scared to leave them. We don't believe in daycare. So it means that it was the two of us taking care of them. We are grateful that we were both nurses who worked 3 times a week only. But that means that my husband worked the first 3 days of the week. I worked the next 3 days, and we only have 1 day of family day together as a family. That means missed milestones, missed memories, missed bedtimes. And to me, that as a young parent, that is the most costly thing for me as a mother, as a parent, because my kids are only young ones. They're only in this age once. They hit so many milestones at this age that I missed already because I was working hard and taking care of others instead of mine. And don't get me wrong, I love nursing. I'm a nurse through and through. I love serving my community. I love serving others, but it also comes with a cost. And that cost for me is the time with my children, my time with my husband, the time with our little family. So missing holidays, missing, you know, big milestones, big memories, missing trips. That is what being comfortable as a nurse have given me when I became a parent. It's very costly. And to top it all, to relate to those who are immigrants working 2 to 3 jobs, there are a lot of nurses who are Filipinos. We come to this country, we work so hard, we send money to the countries where we come from. As immigrants, that was one part of our goal, and yet we're still living paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. You're in just in that rat race. You just keep going because you need to earn that money, no matter what, how tired you are, how much sleep, how little sleep you get, how much your body is breaking down. It doesn't matter, but we want to support our family that we brought in this country and our family who's still living in our own original country. Just to support them, make them comfortable, even though you yourself is very uncomfortable. Mentally, physically, emotionally, you're uncomfortable. And all of us immigrants know how that feels when you're sleeping but you tossing and turning because you know there's more bills that's coming. Living in another country is not cheap. Money just don't fall from the tree and you pick it up from the ground and you're rich right away. No, we have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to provide that money for our family, in the sacrifice of our own body, our own mental health, and our own physical health. It's not, it's so expensive all around to be in your comfort zone. That's why I am so grateful I have found this business, because this business have given me the time to be present to my kids, not miss any milestones, and actually enjoy what I have been working hard for. The money that I get to enjoy, that is giving me the time. It's the tool that's giving me the time to be present to my kids, not miss any milestones. I just came back from a 9-day vacation in San Diego. Have a vacation, enjoy, treat my family that is sponsored by this digital business.
Mhm.
I am so grateful. And the most important thing is that I get to be a mom, a
Yeah.
present mom who's there for my kids when they need me. Being a present mom, not just a mom who's there physically, but be 100% to be there mentally, emotionally, and physically present there. I get to be a mom. That is what this business have given me, and I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. And I know a lot of you want to do the same exact thing. And this is for you as well. This is for you. You deserve this. You deserve every single bit of this because you worked hard all these years, and it's now your turn to take care of yourself, and this business can bring that to you and take care of your family as well.
Absolutely. Very well said. Yes, every mother wants to be there for their child emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way, and not thinking of work, not thinking of when the next $2 is going to come so you can buy them that extra thing. Just be there for them 100%. Very well said. Very well said. And staying in your comfort zone is expensive, Sophia. Really, really well said. I mean, every mother out there, their heart must have gone out to you because there's no mother on earth who does not think like that. There is no mother on earth. That's why Patricia gave her daughter $5,000 because mothers do that. That's why Prudence takes her two jobs and has worked so hard for 10 years with her body aching, with her feeling mentally low, feeling down, depressed because of her children. Every mother will understand this. Every single mother. You know, we all just want to do everything for our kids and then some. And like Paramita just about made it in time for this uh, interview today because she was busy with her son getting him organized for school. So every parent can relate to what you guys are saying. And my heart melts when I hear these stories. So, Paramita, would you go next, please? Thanks.
Yes, yes, sure. Before I share, about myself, and I would like to just tell you 3 points. All the people who are watching now or going to watch us later, that growth never happens in comfort. First, because when you are in your comfort zone, you feel safe. But if you need changes in your life, you want to grow, it does not happen in the comfort zone. That is the first point I would like to mention. The second is that the comfort zone is actually a silent trap. If you stay in your comfort zone, you will be in the same routine, you will be in the same income, you will be in the same lifestyle, but it's not going to give you the dreams you have. So it's a silent trap. And third thing I would like to mention, that every success start with discomfort. You can check with anyone who are very successful. They did not start with a comfortable journey. So staying is in comfort zone is not going to give you a growth or the dreams you have for your family or yourself. It's not going to happen when we stay in comfort zone. And now if I talk about myself, I, started this business almost 4 years back when I moved to Singapore. From India to Singapore, I moved. In India, I was working as teacher for a long time, and as Sophia said that she loves her nursing job, I used to love my teaching job, because I think that you know this that teaching is a very rewarding, because you get the unconditional love from your students other than your salary or income. That I used to love spend time with my students. So but what the guilt, mother guilt, it was there, because there were days I started my teaching career when my daughter was 3 years old, and there were days I used to leave her home sick, and I was teaching other kids, and in my mind there was a guilt feeling. If you are mother, you can relate that my child is there, I'm not present for her. So it was there. Then I changed many times. When I my second child was born, I shifted from full time to part time to give more time to my kids. But financially, it was not very satisfactory when I shifted part time. Then again I shifted to full time. So this was happening, balancing. I was trying to balance my family and my career. And then when I moved to Singapore, initially I was looking for teaching job only, because I was very happy. It became my a very safe place, and I wanted to be there. So I was looking for teaching job, but what was happening, I was not getting any suitable one. And if anybody listening who are teacher, they know nowadays teaching job is also very very time demanding. because not only in school we have to work, in home also. So, and my daughter just that time she stepped in teenage, and I realized that I need to be present for her, not only physically but also emotionally, because in every stage, they go through changes and they need us around for those changes. But at the same time, my daughter told us that she would love, she would like to go for medicine study. And nowadays higher studies are very, very costly, so all of us know. So that time it was, I was very happy with, like, the career path she was thinking of, but mind, I was thinking that with one income, how will we manage it? We cannot tell anything about to our kids, but we have, as parents, we have to prepare ourselves for that. So that was the time I was desperately looking for an income stream, that I have to support my family financially. And that was the time I came to know about this business. And honestly speaking, initially I was skeptical because this is the field was very new to me, very new. I I never, did any business, any kind of business before. And that also, digital world, I thought that I'm not at all tech savvy. How will I manage? All kinds of fear and, fear of failing, everything was there in my mind. But believe me, when I watched the webinar, I watched, then I watched with my husband, and I realized that ordinary people like me, parents like me, they are doing it. So if they can do it, then I can do it too. That came to my mind. If they can do it, if they are changing so much in their lives, they are achieving, then I can do that too, because I have dreams for myself, for my family. So if I want to achieve that, then I have to take the steps they took. I got the blueprint, but then I need to take action, right? Otherwise, nothing is going to change for me. I got all the plan, and what I did, I acted, I took action. I just pushed myself out of my comfort zone. And as Patricia said, that I did not, think much. I said, no, I have to do it. After taking the 30 days trial, I just, decided, no, I'll go for it. I'll do it. And today, that my action 4 years back I took, that's why today I am very thankful and blessed. Again, I shifted to a new country. And if you are an immigrant, you understand it's not easy. It's not at all easy to start, from again, in a new place, in a new continent. Again, I have to find house, my son's school, support my daughter. But one thing I am just, comfortable, that I don't need to stress about my career again, that how will I restart it, how will I restart it. That stress is not there because of this business,
Yes.
because this business traveled with me from Singapore to UK.
Wonderful. This is
Yes,
this
yes,
travel.
this one
This is
travel.
our business.
so so I would like to tell everyone, please, if you are not comfortable, if you need change in your life, if you have dreams for not only for your family, for yourself, then please take action. And believe me, it's not going to be very comfortable. But if you are not, many people say, I am not comfortable in social media, I'm not comfortable in technology, I don't have experiences. Yes, ask them. Each of us were in same situation when we started.
Yes.
These all ladies here, they are doing life, I don't think they did it before. They
No.
are doing it now.
No, no, absolutely. I did my second live with Prudence. My face looked completely white. I had all the wrong lighting on. I kept asking her, "Is this okay? What do I do now?" And she's held my hand so much, I can't tell you. Absolutely.
So that's how, we started, and now we are all proud of ourselves, other than income stream, other than finances, everything. I think all of us, we are proud of ourselves today,
Hmm.
and we
Yep.
feel productive at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Yes, we did it. So if we can do it, you can do it too.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Paramita. That was just amazing. Thank you so much, Patricia. There was some fantastic golden nuggets there, and Sophia, and everybody. And Prudence, would you like to wrap it up for us?
Do
Yeah,
we go
sure.
around? Oh, do
So,
we go around? Do we go around and just invite people to come into the business? Like
That's
everybody.
Prudence is doing that.
Oh, okay, okay.
all right. So, those of you who have watched us live, thank you so much. Those of you that are going to watch it like this show after, thank you too so much. But take your time, watch this show again. Listen to all the advice you've been given here. Take action. Like I tell people that being a digital business mentor and coach already, I talk to hundreds of people, and I've come to learn a lot of people living with regret of having wasted their energetic years doing things that were not very, very productive. So I want to call on you all, if you are in your 40s, 50s, 60s, it's not late. This is today. The best time to start was yesterday, but the next best time to start is today. Join us. Click any link that you see here. Watch the webinar. That webinar is going to give you information to help you, like that is it's free to get this information. You don't pay anything to get that done. Watch the information. Go and book yourself in, attend our live shows. Watch the information. It's a global business. It's been around for the last 51 years. In the last 10 years, it's gone digital and gone viral. So you don't want to be left behind. If you are not here yet, count yourself. I mean, don't be in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you will only regret why you did not start it today. Like it's a fact. So thank you all for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next live show. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye bye,
you.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye bye.